we was at then, it scares me to death. So when I repent the Lord, I don't know, I believe you repent the Lord if you're lost every day, but I really repented him sometimes. So now there would have been several times he could have just let me went ahead and got killed in some of them car wrecks and it would have been nothing said. You know, it just been done.
You can't live for him by yourself, neither.
No, it's got to be him leading you now. You can't be in front now. If you think you're in front and leading Jesus, you got it all back. You better be a follower of him because I'll take him out into the ditch with me. Only thing is, he's willing to reach out that ditch and pick me back that power. But he wants to be in the front, and all our problems that we've got, most of them, if we put Jesus in our thoughts, won't be a problem. Because if you think, if it's a gray area, if I think it's a gray area, I won't fool with it. I ain't gonna do it. Now that doesn't mean that what I don't do, if it's gonna make Larry mad and I don't think it's right and I don't do it, I'm sorry, Larry did have to get mad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it doesn't mean, you know, just because it's gonna make somebody else happy if I do something. Understand something. You can be in counsel, you can be counseled by a buddies with a friend in church, and both of them fall in the ditch.
Yeah.
You know, if you follow a man, now you following the wrong person. But man will put you in a problem. And again, I keep telling you, don't call me and talk to me. So I'll be right in the middle of it with you, if you do. The best I can do, I don't know, I'll be in it before I can think about it most of the time. But I love to talk. I'm like Brother Ed, I believe I could talk to Philip folks too. And see me like some of my best conversations been driving down the road and talking to myself with the Lord. People say that you got to be down on your knees, you got to be a certain way to pray. That's all about it. No. And I tell you, that's crazy. There ain't many people that got saved in church. There's been some, yeah. Most of the time, God deals with your heart right with you by yourself. In the darkest hour, and that may be right in the middle of the night. When there ain't nothing going on and it's right quiet in the house. Way that say that Christians say nothing is stirred, not even the mouths and all that stuff for Christians. Right when it's quiet, it's whenever Jesus he can get to you easy. He can talk to you better. And you'll hear him clearly.
Or in my case, I used to go down the road at 45.
There you go. That's right. I mean, you know, and to say that, no, you can pray anytime. You don't have to do it. It's a formality. He wants you to humble yourself. Don't get me wrong. You should humble yourself and get down on your knees and sit down and pray to God. But if you've got something on your heart that you need to pray about like this, he's going to listen to you. He's going to listen to you. You do it right then. Don't give it a minute because you may not go around that next curve. It may not count. Yeah, you may be gone. You may not have a chance to ask him to forgive you for something. Paper application, a significant amount of every day should be devoted in practicing spiritual discipline, which dramatically impact the quality of life. The better you live for Jesus Christ, the closer you live to that cause. The more you talk to Jesus, the more you come to church to study the Word, the more you read the Bible, the more you pray, the more you do all of these things, the better quality of life you will have. Now that does not mean that your bank account's going to be over $10 at the end of your bill paying time.
Well, that don't mean a better quality of life.
But we won't live any longer.
The bank account, $40, $1 million, that don't mean quality.
That don't mean you're going to live a day longer either. You ever realize that? Getting saved doesn't mean that I'm going to live to be 100 years old.
Well,
Give us a county demand to die.
you look at all these guys got millions of dollars, they still buy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, they can buy, I don't doubt they can drag it out, but now you gotta understand. The sin prospers for a season. Because life is just like is just a season long. It ain't as long as you think it's going to be. You live back right now, and just with the age you are now, how quick did you get there?
Oh,
And now, how quick could it be tomorrow, and it could be gone? You know, we've been taught, if you want to be blessed, look around, there's a whole bunch of people in this room being blessed. Because we got up a million mornings. We ain't got no guarantee all that next minute.
Well, look at Paul saying like them.
Right. Right. And, you know, I said, and you know, I can't keep thinking about it. You know, he sat there and he was a good boy. He's spoiled, but he's good. I mean, that's the truth. We aggravated him to death here, and Brother James especially did. And, but now he's at there, he was a good boy. He's really good. And I love him. Larry, all the time, he lived on Peach Street Drive. Lane, or whatever it's called, up there. We asked him all the time about peaches. We always wanted to know, where you get peach at. He said, ain't no peaches up there. There ain't no peach trees. Why? He said, there you do it, and then he run through the parking lot, act like he's mad, and then he come back 2 or 3 minutes, he goes. So, he really wasn't mad, and I love it. Well, my Mark is Mark. I'd rather aggravate her as equal. Oh, I would. And she knows it. I mean, she laughed with me after he's over, but I'd aggravate her to death. But look here, she said there, hey, she was Mark. There wasn't a dull moment around that woman. And she said there, now, if you don't believe two objects attract one another, if you know her and know Brother Paul, you wouldn't even understand how they got together. Because they said there, Paul was as quiet as she was loud. But the ungodly, every one of us has been ungodly. Every one of us is going to be ungodly. You can't put yourself in practice. Well, when I get straightened up, I'll go and get my life over the Lord. You ain't never going to get straightened up, and you ain't never going to get your life over the Lord. If you think you're going to do this, you ain't going to do nothing. For you to get good enough to be in Jesus' presence, He will lead you to be there. You ain't going to know nary thing about the Bible when you first get saved. You may read it and do all that and say, boy, I've got her down pat. When you get saved and then you let a preacher start preaching on what you think you know, see how fast it changes, or it did for me. I said, man, I had that read. I thought I understood that to be this way. And he sat there and I sat there, and then it did like a light switch went off in you. Or you be stumped in the Bible and not know something about it, and then a preacher will get up and tell you about every preach on it. And you just blessed in that way. When you sit there, when I come to church, the first day I come here, Robert Smith told everybody in this congregation everything that I had done. He didn't know me. So, and most people probably wonder why he was preaching like that. I didn't have to wonder. I know it had to come from God. So he didn't know me, and John didn't know I was coming down there. Nobody knew I was coming to Cowpen but God. And he told Robert Smith exactly what to say. Let me tell you, it scared me to death. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever been preached that, and we'll talk to his preached that, and he scared me to death. So I know that I promised God that I'd come to church if he just let my daughter come home alive. I didn't plan on, when I come there that first time, getting what I got. I got realization slapped up through my eyes that I was in danger of dying. And all the things that I've done, even in sin, I have been blessed from God not to be killed. And many opportunities come up that he could have. But there's so many lost people out there. How many of us last week talked to a lost person about coming to church? That's something we every one will be able to sit there and hold their hand up and do it. Every week, every day. Rain strangers out there. How are you going to know they're lost if you don't talk to them? Oh, people won't even talk to rain strangers. No. I mean, they just scared to death of them. If you was to see my son without his shirt in summertime, you would have not one thing to do with it. I'm sorry, but I mean you would. And as far as I'm concerned, he's as good a man as I have ever seen in my life.
Amen.
But if you've seen him without his shirt, he's completely covered in tattoos. Leg, belly, back, arm. Do I understand it? No.
Bubba, a stranger, he's probably a friend you've never met.
That's right. I do exactly right. But as far as I'm concerned, Nathan needs to go to church now. He got saved, but he still needs to get up out of God's bed. That good ain't going to get him there. No matter how good he is, it still ain't going to get him to heaven. And Dad can't do it. My daughter sat there on the other hand, she goes to church regularly, sat there every day. And Liz, after her sickness, before she got sick, you know her daughter we talking about? That's what she was chasing. She gonna live up there. I mean, if she wants to. She really had her mindset that way up here on this big pedestal somewhere, up there financially. Because all that was, she didn't figure all about things in life. She just there and got better. Now she lived out Cave Run, and he called it up and headed nowhere. Well, there you go. She got a place right out where James Catching is. Got a horse and about 12 dogs, 10 dogs, or whatever they are, and would not give you a nickel for a dog before she got sick. No. But then she ain't nothing like what she was before she got sick. When she was sick and she had to go back through, she was 19, wasn't she? I believe when she got sick. When she sat there in the first day that they got her out of the ventilator, she was back at 1 year old. She was messing on herself and doing all that stuff that a child would have done. But the next day, she would have been 5 years old. Progressively, real quick, a whole lot of her memory come back quick. And the way she would get, control herself and do her things, come back quick. Then she, before when she was delirious, she sat there and talked about having a cold fleece. To my knowledge, she never had a cold fleece in her life. That I ever know. I know she didn't because no, that wasn't her lifestyle. She had the hair standing up on the back of his old boy's neck. She talked stuff I know that had become from God. So she's seen other words that he's come to get you. Now, you never did, I ain't scared to do that. I was afraid she was going to die. She was on the ventilator, had no idea whether she was alive or dead. And went in one day and I seen one big toe move. And I know she was alive. I cried like a baby. Guess what? I didn't do nothing. I couldn't even go in the chapel down there at St. Joe's Hospital. I'd go outside, go out back, look back in that same glass window and talk to the Lord. He promised him everything in the world. That if he just let her live. But guess what? Her testimony is she got 2 for the price of 1. She went back, and I know that I had to have some of that prayer thing. But it works. You need something, you pray about it. You need a Harley Davidson motorcycle, they know you're praying about it. Unless God really believes you need a Harley Davidson motorcycle, you'll get one.
That ain't a need.
That's right. The need means I don't get up tomorrow. The need means I've got a son that's lost that I won't see get in the church. The need is that I would love to see. The need is that I would like to sit there and see Tara graduate college and get a good job. Find her a good man. They're hard to find this day and time.
They are.
Hmm? It'll happen if you pray on it. No. I can't change that part now. God can't know. I can't. But there's so much out there that's ungodly. Ungodliness has ruined this country. And I ain't talking about porn, and I ain't talking about gambling. I ain't talking about that stuff. We've had that ever since time. That is what runs this country. Greed. The dollar bill destroyed this country. A simple thing is $1 bill that somebody wanted to put more money in their pocket. And it destroyed this country. It was the leaders of our country destroyed their own country and allowed it to happen. That's what me and John were talking about coming back from Tennessee. We talked about the Indian like a dog. Most of them deserve what they got. But where we at now, we sure can't blame it on them now. If they had kept it back, like me and Ray talked about out there, if they were stayed straight and kept it where it's supposed to be, safety was the whole reason that unions was ever formed. And a fair wage. That was always ever meant to be. But it got blown out of proportion. It got to the point that they were so powerful that but there it is. Even when it as corrupt as it was, those jobs couldn't have left this country. But when all the unions got gone, where's your job at now? I worked for a gas company that blamed the union for they couldn't make no money, couldn't do this. Well, it's non-union now. What's the problem now? Gas prices is $2 a thousand. When we were union, they $14 a thousand. Something's wrong with people. This country's turned upside down and don't know how to get out of it. I can tell you how to get it. Try to be righteous. But Jesus Christ in your decision making process. Because whenever you're talking to Jesus and you're praying, God give us some way for this country to go, do you think that greed's going to come into the picture when you're talking to Jesus? No. Or if you are, y'all brave. Because he knows how crooked you've been. Now, how they going to repent for it? They better start doing the right thing, because a lot of them that's already dead and gone, or that's got out of Congress and said they want to get out of it before they got caught. They're going to pay for this. They chose to run for them offices now. We didn't make them run. So they got to pay for that. That's a sin. When you sit there and do it for personal gain, if Brother Ed James or Carl gets up here and he's got an agenda in mind, and that's what they preach, just to influence us to think the way they're thinking, other than it being godly, they're wrong.
I agree.
That's wrong. Now, if it's all godly, we won't be hard-headed and not be the sheep we're supposed to be, we're wrong. Somebody gets the toe stepped on, first thing you do, they sit there and they want to run home and call somebody home. Did you hear what that preacher said? I don't believe a word of it. What about you? Want to start tearing something up like this. This church is growing wonderful. And Jesus is the one that does it. And with him doing it, the devil's just right there though. He's waiting to step in. Guess what? It may be staying back later if they let him get in. Well, somebody ain't gonna like this. I'm telling you, I look like a church. Anytime you put a cross on anything, look at 3 crosses back there. It's up here. Always on the window. Guess what? It looks like a church house to me. Huh? Looks like a church house. One thing about it, I can't sit there and look out the window and sit there and wonder about anything. I'm going to sit there and listen to the word a little more now. Somebody may get saved. You can't look at it.
It's going to be big roots of the solid company when it's way too much. Well, she does.
But anyway, that's a practical application. Be careful you do not become like the world and go when it passes away. Because this world won't pass away. And it's so close to being right there right now. It's right here. You look, if you come out wars and rumors of wars, well, we usually ain't been having rumors of wars, we just been having wars now. Now you got a lot of rumors because everybody's wanting to attack Israel. That's why, and it said there, it's already, that's been prophesied. What it's what everybody over there is wanting to kick their butt. He is going, when it happens, it's going to be a night, when they full-fledged, the whole Middle East blows up and comes after Israel, the world would be an annihilation.
Well, and now he's the UN's one to condemn it.
Yeah. See, I mean, you can't, that's, at least we have that, we got, I'll go, Clinton on that, at least she was sitting there recognizing it. Now, we were 100% behind them, but now we're awful far apart, too. For us to back them fully, we'll have to do it through the air and through the sea. Because it'll take a while to get the men there. Not that, how many men do you think we got stationed pretty close to the Middle East right now? We got a lot. And getting to be more nowadays, too.
Well, see, that's like my son, I heard from places that they moved him up camp or other things. He's with the Marines, you know what the Marines do.
Right. You know, I mean, they're late. It's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Somebody like Iran or whatever, it's gonna be Iran. But Iran, you look how many people, how many countries they're releasing right now. They're trying to make it seem like it's them that's doing it. No, it's them that's pushing it. But they all have the same agenda.
Look right now, Israel and Palestine,
Right.
they just raised it.
And you know, I hate to say it, but that was the United States fault. We should have never ever been a Palestine nation, but it should have all been Israel like that. If it had been, you wouldn't have had that problem going on right now. We wanted, when we divided back up out of World War II, that's when we divided up. But we wanted to control Israel. No, it's plain and simple. Back then, we wanted control. That's why we didn't give them no more portable section than what they got. Shame on us. We ain't got no little white hands in this thing. This country's going down and down and down, and after a while, you ain't got to get so far as you go. Well, everybody said, well, I hate to see it happen, but it may be pretty good thing if it went back to we had to go back to work with our hands. Quit lying off time. That means we ain't gonna have no microwave ovens. No, that's it. Well, we can make it out. We can make it a while until we get back to building again. We build them once, we can build them again. Be a couple, 3 years before we get back in it, but we can be right back on top. You don't understand one thing.
The only problem with that is, brother, the people that actually knew how to do all that are too old now to do it, and the younger group of people, they don't have any idea.
Once you get so hungry, you'll learn to do that. We can adapt to anything. We're human beings, you know what I'm saying? As a human being, we can, they talk about global warming, we'll adapt to that.
You gotta go rule.
I ain't worried about no global warming. If you think about, if everybody talk about global warming, what about when the ice age come up and the ice melted? What melted ice then? There wasn't no global warming then. It warmed up because God wanted it to warm up and the dinosaurs had to leave. So what they do is kill them all out.
If it warms up now, it's called God warming.
That's exactly right. And when it comes to the bottom line, it's not very far off. The end of time is right here. Could be tomorrow.
If you listen
It's
to
here in it.
you listen to all the preppers, it's gonna be 20 girls.
Yeah.
You know, the dumbness of death and all the doomsday preppers is saying 20 girls.
Yeah, that'd be, now, that's gonna be right here next little bit. That's gonna be the, what, 12 and 12, ain't it?
No, this is
12, 21.
12/21.
Well, I made it better than that. I bet 12, 12, 12, and 7 better.
Well,
than
they
that.
said the calendar stopped on 12/21.
Oh. And don't you know what happened in my opinion, and I don't have an opinion. Somebody got tired of making a count.
There you go.
Somebody made it, and somebody's job to update that calendar, and somebody finally got to the point and said, I ain't doing that more. What's it gonna matter? I ain't doing that more. And we just gonna run that. That's all it is.
But they were so smart, where are they?
Right. I mean, mine left, they left a long time ago, didn't they?
That's when you cried off the head.
Soon they're gonna get right.
I told you so.
That's right. And you know, for a man to sit there and say that, and we got an antichrist coming in to fix the kitchen. We ain't going nowhere that gentleman comes in there. And it's it for him. I say that, it's just my opinion, but my opinion is, he'll be the man that's gonna figure the world's problems out financially.
He's on our circle right now.
He's walking around. I think he's walking. He's breathing air right now. Now he's gonna come out when he does. Now you understand that this man's gonna be able to bring the dead back alive. He ain't gonna have just no. He ain't gonna just have a set tongue. He's gonna have power. But if you believe he's Jesus Christ and he's on the earth, you got something to worry about because you're going to hell. Tribulation's already happening. You still here. Something like that. You have done this to call.
That would be scary.
Yes, it would. But I mean,
Knowing what we know, and after we went through all that and still was here, then you know what's going to happen.
you're right. I mean, not nothing to look forward to. That's it. They say you beg for the hills to fall on, the rocks fall on you, and they won't. That'd be my luck. We had to read wrong way one time, okay, we read it. And there's a shaft about that big round, about as tall as I am. We're following the order, it looked like. Back in my truck sitting right beside the rig, and I didn't like that truck. And I said, I know what you're want. And it's gonna hit my truck right there, too. It stuck in the ground, in first, 3 inches from the back of my truck. I wanted to hit it, sis. I wanted to turn it. It would be enough. It would have destroyed it. But it didn't hit it. I said, my luck was both ways. But no. But anyway, you sit there, if you're lost, day's the day of salvation. And it ain't that hard, though. That means, you know, with God's guidance and counsel, not man's counsel, God's counsel. Because when these brothers gets up there and preaches the word, they are being counseled by God what to say.
Amen.
Then you listen at the word and you take that to heart and you use that for your roadmap to this world, you ain't gonna, you go. But if you need that, that's the most important thing in your life right now. Because death's just one day away, or 1 second away. It could be at any minute that you don't, you ain't got no guarantee getting up in the morning. Well, you're just trying to scare me to death. No, I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Pick the paper up. There's a lot of 40-year-old people dying right now.
You got no guarantee.
20-year-old people.
You got no guarantee you'll make it home.
No, we don't guarantee that the service will start next time. I mean, think about it. Somebody asked me in that year 2000 millennium, you know, that another one, like, oh Lord, this is the end of time, computers are going to shut down, everything's going to crash, all that stuff's going to happen. And a lady asked me, said, what would you do if the end of time was actually here just a minute? What's the matter? Well, think about what you're saying. I said, that means we're going to go straight to heaven right now. I'm not going to get sick and die. I don't have to do nothing, I'm going to heaven. And she was worried about it. That scared me for her. Because she was really struggling with it. But there's one thing about it, if it does happen to be ready, and it's just only just one step away. Because you get up and make that one step, you ain't gonna know the rest of it. There ain't nobody in here can tell me how many steps it is from back this church to this altar. So they couldn't tell you how many they made. I can tell you I moved. Dad thought I was going to the bathroom, I was coming to the altar. Actually got away one Sunday morning. And he moved and I sat there and and then he got to help baptize. Dog, I wish I got to see my mother's face. One of these days I will. Then it'd be a different thing. You know, anybody got any comments, questions?
I love you talking about the songs, all that explanation, what the word means. You know, he said you blessed to give something you don't deserve.
That's right. Yeah, you got to look at it. Jesus Christ come here to die for us. Not the other way around. I always told my kids, I said, you understand this? You was made for the world wasn't made for you. You've got to figure out where you're going to fit into this world. You will fit in somewhere.
Yeah.
Good or bad, you're going to fit in here. You've got a place to be. If you've got God in it, that place is going to be a whole lot better. That doesn't mean that you ain't going to worry about the power bill. You ain't going to worry about you are. Because guess what? You're going to have to go to work for it. And you said that when you do, you're going to be able to pay it. But guess what? God's going to make a way for you to get there to go to work. And why ain't we got the job? Do we deserve it? There's a country as a whole, no, we sure don't. Because we want to take him out of everything. If he said, that's fine, I'll just take the work out of here. Now see what you think about it. Maybe sooner or later, with all of the storms and everything that's happening, you would think sooner or later we would get lighter. And say, he ain't working the way it's going. What are we doing different? Okay.